2 academic planners from Walmart. Let's take a look. I'm gonna jump right in. There are a lot of really good planners out right now. If you need an academic planner, maybe you're a student or maybe you're a person who just never got around to getting a 2025 planner and you really want one, now's a great time because there are so many options. People think that really the only time to get a new planner is at the start of the year, but we're so lucky to live in a world where there are planners that come out at the start of the calendar year and at the start of the academic year, and you don't have to be a student to use one. So Blue Sky I have always found them to be a great brand. I feel like they are classic, they're standard. They don't have a lot of bells and whistles, a few, but you know what you're getting and it's a sturdy planner. So I have seen Blue Sky at Walmart, Staples, and a few other places. So let's just go ahead and take a look. First of all, I love this because of this adorable planner. You've got the bow, 2025, 2026. So it is a 15-month planner, which I like because you can jump right in April. Now we're past April, but it's already started and it takes you to the following June, which is super helpful. And you get this adorable, I just love the bows. I love that bows are in. Sometimes I feel like with trends, I'm not a very trendy person, and so I'll be like, oh, I like bows, and they'll be like, bows was 2 seasons ago. So anyway, I like to see them here. They just look super cute. So I like this pattern on the front. And what's really interesting is usually you get this planner belongs to as its own page, but I really prefer this. I like this nice, shiny, pretty print cover. And then you just get, look, put your name there, and then you can put your yearly goals. I really like that. I love this open space here. So much space for goals. You can still put your contact info, and you get this yearly overview. Because this is a 2025, 2026 planner, you get the 2025 up here, 2026 down there. All right, so like I said, not tons of bells and whistles. You get a contact page here and an important dates from July to June, and that's it. So even though the planner starts in April, the important dates, you just get that layout from July to June here. And then it just starts, you jump right in. So this is a Sunday to Saturday planner. This is a big one, lots of space to write in. I love how the lines are light gray as opposed to the dark borders, so they do not take away from the overall layout of the monthly. I sometimes think monthlies can get too busy. You've got a nice note spot over here, the month before and the month after right there. And then this is it. This is your layout. It is lots of space Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday each have their own smaller space. So that is not a deal breaker for me. Some people who work a non-traditional schedule might like when you had the same size Saturday, Sunday as the other days of the week because that's just what works for them. But that's it. I mean, this is a pretty simple planner and I like that because sometimes too many bells and whistles makes it feel really overwhelming and you get to the point where you're like, why did I get all this? I'm too overwhelmed. I'm not going to use it. So if you want a simple planner, that's what this is. So that's what I like about this. It is a weekly, a monthly, you've got some goal spaces, you've got the 2025, 2026 calendars, done. It's very simple, right? So we come to the back here and really there aren't even notes pages. You get one notes page, okay? So you got this here. And then you get the holidays for all of 2025, 2026. I wouldn't say that this is or isn't a deal breaker in a planner for me, but I do love having it because as I've mentioned probably 1,000 times before, you just never know when certain holidays will fall. I mean, some holidays, yes, they're always going to be the same, right? But some of them move around and that can kind of throw you off in your planning. So it's helpful to have this. And then in the back, we have a map with the states and the capitals. So this is a really simple one. I like how it's big enough to write in, but it's not too thick. Sometimes all the bells and whistles make it so heavy and so big. And look, this looks like it's about, I don't know, maybe a little bit over 1/2 inch. I would put this one at more than 1/2 inch, but less than a full inch. It's nice, right? And I like how this cover it's plastic. You could pour water on this and be totally fine, but it's sturdy, right? It's plastic, but it's sturdy, it's bendy, but it will keep intact. And look, with the corners here, right? That's so nice. I just like that, especially if you're taking it with you. So this is a Blue Sky planner, a great option for the academic year. Looking at the next one, I must be on some type of bow kick because look at this, the Think Ink. I've not heard of this brand, but this one is one that is not coil. It's book style bound, and it's got a little band here so that you can keep your book shut. So major bonus points here because this one I was about to say to you. Now with these types of books, sometimes they don't lay flat when you open it up. Look at this. That is incredible because usually books like this, when you first get them, you're constantly trying to open them and they're really hard to write in. Now I picked this one because I thought it looked visually different than a lot of other planners. Okay, so this is also a 15-month planner, April to June, 2025, 2026, and it starts off with personal info, emergency contacts, and contacts. And you can just see how I love this. The font is a little bit fun for the headings, but here it's very simple and just easy to read, and I like that. and you get 2 yearly overviews. This is 2025 on this side, 2026, and you have some space in the margin in case you highlight something and want to write in small print like vacation or whatever it may be. So I like the color here. The blue matches the blue bows on the front, so it kind of looks like a pink, orange, and kind of like a tan or khaki color and blue theme, and I really like that. So you get this lay flat for important dates. This is January to June and July to December here. And then you get those holidays. Now this is really interesting. Even though it's a 2025-2026 planner, you get 2025, 2026, and 2027 holidays, and I just love this. This is so pretty, and again, I really like the pink. It looks so fun and different. Okay, so here is what the month looks like. I would say so far my only deal breaker is that it doesn't have tabs, right? So I'm in April. I was gonna be like, let's go look at February, but now I'm gonna have to like search to get to February, which is not the end of the world, but I just like to be able to have tabs so it's easy to get to. Okay, so you've got a space for April goals, work goals, personal goals, I guess just any type of goals are here. And then you've got a space for gratitude and what you're excited about, which I like that as well. You also have I am currently, which if you tend to keep your planners and like to look back, I like this. I am currently celebrating, loving, eating, drinking, watching, reading, planning, listening to, playing, going, making, dreaming of. So you can kind of fill that out and make it a goal of yours. Like I'm gonna fill this out every month, and you'll look back, 13 months ago, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I was doing this thing that maybe you forgot about. So that's really fun. You also have a doodle spot, which is cute, a do not forget, and a note spot. So this is how the month opens, all right? Now, what's interesting, okay, for a minute I had a panic. I was like, oh my gosh, is there no monthly in here? I was like, I cannot recommend a planner without a monthly. Ooh, okay, but we're good. All right, so this is just a little pre-week because March had gone into April. So this is the monthly, and again, I tend to like a bigger planner, but this is a really good size. I'd say this is a medium large. It's not like a large, but it looks a little bit bigger than a medium. So lots of space to write here, Sunday to Saturday on this open monthly, and it's got all of the holidays, even some of the ones that you're like, okay, that's not like I don't want to say an actual holiday, but like sibling day, like that's a fun holiday, right? And you've got space for notes here, a couple bullets, and it gives you a little key for where the moon is, which I think that's super fun. And then this is what the weekly looks like. So again, I'm just loving this font. It looks so different than most of the other planners I see. So one of the differences with this planner too, that's so different than a lot of the planners I review, is Monday through Sunday, everything gets the same size. So that's really nice if you maybe work a non-traditional schedule, or you just like to have Saturday and Sunday be the same size as Monday through Friday, right? So you get that here. Let's skip ahead. So it looks like all of the weekly have that, right? The Monday through Sunday is the same size. You get the month and the year at the top, but I like that there's still space up here if you want to write something in. And then here you've got the note spots. So that's really helpful in case there's some notes that you want to add. And then you've got the month you're in the middle, and then the month after and the month before. So this is a really nice one. It's just kind of funky. It's a little bit different. So I do really like that. All right, flipping to the back. Let's see, we get like maybe what, 1, 2, I don't know, maybe 8-ish notes pages. So you get a good amount of notes pages in the back, and then that's it, right? And again, I'm really impressed by how nice this is the stitching here. You can see that it really lays flat. I find so many of these planners just don't lay flat, and no matter how much you like it, you feel like you're constantly wrestling. But just, I mean, that is so pretty. So I really like this one and can't recommend it enough. I really like both of them, but I think that this one just looks so different, and I look at a lot of planners and a lot of them have, maybe this one has more bells and whistles in terms of goals and events and bonus pages and like what do you want to add, but in terms of layout, I just feel like I haven't seen anything maybe with these colors or just this design. So I really like this one. It's fun. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful. I'm doing a lot of academic planner reviews right now just because it is that time of year. I hope that you're finding what you're looking for. Let me know if you're looking for a planner now, or you're going to be doing an end of year search for your 2026 calendar year, not academic year planner. I always love to hear from you all. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.